How to avoid burnout as a side gigger entrepreneur. In this video, I'm going to talk about working mom hacks for staying consistent in your business. So let's get into it. So in this video, we're going to break down how to master your return on energy by using two proven methods combined to make it even a more powerful method. And that is combining time blocking with theme days. And I'm also going to give you a concrete plug and play method that you can implement right away. And then finally, I'm going to give you a resource that tells you exactly how to implement this method in an incremental step-by-step approach. And by the way, if you are liking this content and if you are enjoying this video, please remember to like and subscribe. It helps me help others create a simple business and a life that they love as well. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what theme days are, why it's a unique approach when combined with time blocking, and I'm going to give you a concrete example that you can literally plug and play into your weekly calendar and be off and running and growing your business. So that is the combination that makes this proven approach unique. And you guys, I have been coaching for over a decade and I have used this with my clients and they absolutely love it. And honestly, it just seems to be like a natural approach to getting into a rhythm day after day and week after week and even month after month in order to stay consistent in your business. So first I'm going to talk about what exactly is theme days. Theme days are essentially putting a name, labeling what you'll be doing every day. So Monday you might be focused on posting social media. Tuesday might be focused on serving your clients. Wednesday might be when you go do live trainings. Thursday might be a day where you do some follow-ups, and Friday might be a day where all you do is admin. Okay, so that's the idea. You're essentially getting up every day and you know what kind of day that it is for you to do in your business, and you are operating your business in that manner consistently over time. So why is this unique? Why is this a unique approach to time blocking by using theme days? First of all, it allows you to batch. So batching allows for you to manage your energy with specific activity rather than wasting energy on transitioning to different kinds of activities throughout the day. Okay, so we've heard of batching before. We kind of understand when you can sort of take a bulk approach to certain activities in life, whether it's or certain activities in your business, whether it's like I'm going to choose a day where I'm just going to produce training videos for my online platform, or I may just focus on doing some of the behind the scenes content creation. Maybe I'm writing a book, like those kinds of things. So rather than using the example of if you're writing a book, rather than going from writing a book to responding to someone in your DMs, then going back to writing a book, like you can kind of see how that energy is a bit wasteful. Like it takes you a little bit of time to like go from focusing on what, the paragraph or the sentence or the words that you're trying to craft in that, on that particular page that you're working on, to like, oh, I have to reply to this direct message from one of my clients. So that's batching. Another way that this is a unique approach, using theme days as a unique approach to time blocking, is that it takes the guesswork out of knowing what you're doing every day. So I really like this because, have you ever heard of the expression, you're mastering the mundane? And sometimes, most of the time, in order to grow your business and like over the long term in a sustainable way, it really is about mastering the mundane. It really is about mastering the things the boring stuff, right? The things that, you have to do every day. Maybe it's not all spicy and exciting, but they're the necessary things and they're the consistent things and they're the income producing activity things that will help you move your business forward. You are essentially taking the guesswork of what you're doing on a daily basis. Therefore, when you get up in the morning, you can say, oh, this is a content batching day and this is what I'm going to be doing today. This is the day that I meet with clients. Oh, I might have to look a little nicer that day and spend a little more time on my makeup or picking out my wardrobe or my clothes or whatever it is, or reviewing files, first thing in the morning so that I know where my clients, so I'm up to date on where my clients are at, and those kinds of things. Another way that this is a unique approach to time blocking, using theme days allows you to chunk out the work in terms of a workflow process. So we all have to do a certain amount of project management in our businesses. So for example, if you have an idea that you want to work on some kind of special project in your business, maybe you're working on maybe you're a life coach and you're generally focused on connecting with people, inviting them to social media platforms or getting their attention or inviting them to webinars so that you can, build a know, like, and trust factor with them, and then ultimately inviting them into having a look at whether they would be great for your services or not. Now, imagine that you got invited to do a keynote speech, right? Now you have a special project. So when you can incorporate theme days into your business. So when you get a special project, you don't necessarily want to drop all those other income producing activities for that special project, but you might have one day in the week where you know that you can focus on special projects and develop that keynote speech. And maybe that keynote speech is 3 months in advance. Well, you can work backwards. So say Fridays are the days that you work on special projects. You can say, okay, I've got 3 months to prepare. Every Friday from now until 2 months down the road, I'm going to work on this keynote speech. And at that point, I'm going to start practicing and revising it and sharing it with my peers and et cetera, et cetera. So you're kind of working backwards from that based on that concept of using theme days. So that way you are not dropping the main guts of how to build your coaching business, but at the same time, you're honoring the fact that you have to plan for this special project and you have a set day in the week where you can chunk out time in order to do that and then to move forward. The other reason why this is a super unique approach to theme days, and I'm going to talk about the theme days right away and how this can actually apply in this manner, but I like to see theme days as my simple marketing funnel approach. Okay, so we're going to jump into the theme days and how it applies to your one simple funnel. So for example, if you were working on a 10-hour business week, like I often talk about the 10-hour business week framework, and you had 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, this is how you can structure your business so that you are essentially pulling people through, your potential clients through a marketing funnel so that by the end of the, I'll say week, because you'll see how it works in a moment, you are ready to engage with them and ask them for their business. Okay, so Mondays are Create It Mondays. This is when you might create an event later on in the week to invite people to come. Maybe it's a little training event, a webinar, a workshop, something of that nature. And in that same day, you might also be creating content to post online to attract people to that particular topic of that training. Okay, so that's Create It Mondays. Just a quick break to say that when you are making choices about your business activities, I highly recommend using Kajabi, the all-in-one system for your email marketing, your website, your landing pages. Whether you are doing courses, a membership, or coaching, this system has been a lifesaver for me. You can get a free trial and 20% off if you use my link at jencottis.com/Kajabi. On Tuesdays, you might want to call it Book It Tuesdays. Okay, so on Tuesdays, I personally like to connect with people offline. And when I say offline, it might be having a telephone conversation, having a meetup using Zoom, but really where you're having those one-on-one conversations where you can invite people to have a free experience with you. So that might be a discovery call. That might be come to my event later in the week, right? It depends on where they're at. You really need to connect with those people to see, well, where are they at in the, I'll say the buying continuum, and if they are ready to engage with you or not, or maybe they just want to be amongst a crowd and listen in on one of your trainings, or maybe they want to, you can direct them to a video that you've created previously if they need a different kind of tool or some kind of free download. But that's what I call Book It Tuesdays. That is when I'm actually booking to connect with people in order to offer them, to find out where they're at, to get to know them, and to offer them some kind of resource where I can help them move forward wherever they're at on the continuum. Now, Go Live Wednesdays. And I've done this consistently in my private Facebook group. where every Wednesday night I'm going live. This is the way that I do training. Some people will hold workshops on Zoom. Some people will do in-person workshops, right? So it really depends on what you want to do, but I'm calling it Go Live Wednesday. So we're on Wednesday and you're starting to see the continuum. So on Monday, you're saying, okay, this is what I'm doing this week. I'm connecting with people. I'm letting people know. I'm inviting people to my consistent weekly event. Tuesdays, I'm connecting with people through direct messages, on Zoom calls, having coffee with people. I'm networking, I'm commenting, I'm liking. I am essentially trying to reach out to people one-on-one and have those really important conversations to find out where they're at on their journey with the service that I provide them and what kind of tools and offerings that I can offer them in order to move them to that next step. Now, I'm not necessarily looking to sell to them that day, but I am looking them to offer some kind of free experience, some kind of help to help with their confidence in me as a professional and to help them to get to know, like, and trust me. And that's really the whole point of the Book of Tuesdays. So you're kind of seeing the funnel sort of being built out, right? And then Wednesdays, I'm actually delivering some kind of free experience, a live training, maybe it's a webinar, maybe it's a workshop. So again, I'm moving them along this continuum. Now, Do It Thursdays. Do It Thursdays is when I am actually doing the work, okay? So this is the day that I have blocked off completely. I don't go on social media. I don't do any kind of special project. And what I'm focused on Thursdays is serving my clients. So that is an example of what a Do It kind of Thursday might be. And you might call it Service Thursdays. You might call it Coaching Thursdays. You might call it Training Thursdays, depending on the kind of offering. Like, you're sharing your knowledge online. You might have a membership where that's where you go in every Thursday and you serve the members in your community. So it really depends on how you've structured your own business and what doing the work, the paid work that you are actually getting paid to do looks like. And then you're chunking out every Thursday to make sure that you are doing that work. Now, some people will do the work and spread it out throughout the week. And when you're talking about the time blocking and the theme days, I personally like to have 2 days in the week where I'm serving my clients. Now, another thing that I like to do in terms of the One Simple Funnel is to have Fridays as follow-up Fridays. So while I might be following up with people throughout the week that express interest in coming to my events or express interest in my services, Friday is the day that I look at my list and I say, oops, I didn't reconnect with Rachel. So I'm gonna reconnect with Rachel today and just kind of close the loop on everything that happened throughout the week. So as you can see, this is sort of my operating system for my marketing funnel. Okay, and again, I have a bigger breakdown of what your One Simple Funnel looks like and what that actually looks like and how it can actually translate into, say, your online platform with your landing pages and your email opt-ins and, inviting them to whatever free experience that or paid experience that you have planned out for your potential clients. But that's the overarching idea. Okay, so in this video, I broke down for you how to master your energy through time blocking and theme days. Now, I know that this was a lot of information and this is it could be a lot to absorb, and hopefully you've been taking notes. However, if you have not been taking notes, I have got your back. So far, I have talked about why the combination of time blocking and theme days is a unique and proven approach that I use with my clients and they absolutely love, and it really helps them structure their business in a way that chunks out their time as small daily actions, right? And I gave you a concrete plug and play example that you could literally just apply to your own week, move the themes around throughout the week if you like, if that's what works for you, and you have essentially you've actually established like how to organically connect with potential clients funnel that you can set up on a weekly basis. Essentially, you plug and play it and you repeat it every week, right? Now that we've gone through what theme days are, why, when combined with time blocking, it is a unique approach, a unique and powerful strategy for building your business. And I gave you a concrete plug and play framework. However, what I also promised you at the beginning of this video is a tool to help you lay the foundation out. So I'm going to invite you to check out the Small Daily Action Challenge video series. You do not have to burn out to succeed. The Small Daily Action Challenge video series will take you through a 5-day repeatable system for creating new connections and growing your business. It will set you up with the theme days by incorporating an organic and simple funnel, even when your goal is to automate your business and create more passive income streams. So I definitely invite you to check out the Small Daily Action Challenge video series. I will be sure to link that up in the video and also in the description below. I'll see you in the next video.